Our next inductee this evening is Jay Jeffrey, football and baseball letterman for the Bears in the early 80s. A transfer from the University of Missouri, Jay Jeffrey came to Baylor and earned 4 letters, 2 in baseball, 81 and 82 under head coach Mickey Sullivan, and 2 in football, 80 and 81, where he became an all-conference quarterback for legendary head coach Grant Teaff. His skills and unparalleled leadership helped him lead the Bears to the Cotton Bowl, the 1980 Southwest Conference title. Jeffrey still ranks among the top quarterbacks in Baylor football history. As a quarterback, he led the Bears offense to the only 10-win season in school history. Jeffrey also holds the record for the longest rush from scrimmage with an 83-yard touchdown run against Lamar in 1980. He was named Consensus First Team All-Southwest Conference in 80, Consensus Southwest Conference Newcomer of the Year, Team Captain in 81, and Baylor Academic Athlete of the Year in 81 and 82. In baseball, Jeffrey was twice voted team captain and led the Bears in batting with a .320 batting average in 1981. Jay Jeffrey comes from a family of Baylor athletes. His father, James, was a running back for the Bears in 49 and 50. His brother, Neil, was a quarterback in 1974. His brother, John, was a quarterback and all-Southwest Conference javelin thrower from 1977 to 78 for head coach Clyde Hart. And his son, Ryan, was a wide receiver and valuable member of Baylor's special teams from 2003 to 2005. Jeffrey's father and brother Neil also are members of Baylor's Athletic Hall of Fame. Currently, Jay is the executive vice president at Waco's Time Manufacturing. He's a community leader and has served on many national and local charity boards. He's a past chairman of the Waco Baylor Business Network and past president of the Baylor Bee Association. He currently lives in Lorena with his wife of 28 years, Chris. They have 5 children, Ryan, Lindsay, Christy, Elizabeth, and Jill. Join me in welcoming to the Baylor Athletic Hall of Fame, Jay Jeffrey.
You know, John Morris, you are terrific. Voice of the Baylor Bears. I love this man. Unbelievable. We are so lucky to have you. I do have a few people I would like to introduce and thank. And I need to start with my parents. My father was a larger-than-life figure that many of you in this room knew and loved. He was an All-Southwest Conference running back. He was a member of this Hall of Fame. He was national president of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes for 10 years and was a major factor in that ministry's success and the organization that it is today. Many people that played with my father said that your father was the greatest competitor that ever lived. With my father, it was easy to understand life. It was about winning. Before every game I played, no matter where I was, no matter where he was, we would talk. Usually it'd be by the phone, on the phone. And we'd visit about the game. We'd visit about life. We'd pray. He'd tell me he loved me. And before he'd hang up, he'd always say, Jay, remember, win. My dad taught me how to win. He demanded it. There's been only one person I wanted to be proud of me, and that was my father. I spent all of my life until 1991, when he died of pancreatic cancer, trying to make him proud of me. I couldn't call him when I was given this honor, but I do believe tonight Papa Jeff would have been proud. He loved Jesus. He loved life. He loved his wife. He loved his children. He was a good man, and he was my hero. My mother taught me to love art and life. She tried to teach me humility. From the first time she met my wife, Chris, she told everybody, until the day she died in 2001, she told everybody that she knew how lucky I was to have found Chris. Yet I never heard her say how lucky Chris was to have found me. Yeah, imagine that. My mom was a great, great woman. There were 4 kids in my house growing up. Myself, my sister Jan, my brother John, and my brother Neil. My sister Jan is a kindred spirit and one of my true loves. Jan and Dan, thank you for being here tonight. Growing up, I just wanted to be as good as my brothers. That's all I wanted, just to be as good as my brothers. My brother John is 4 years older than me. I went to every sporting event that he ever played. I watched him win a state football championship in high school, I wanted to be him. He was a quarterback at Baylor, an All-Southwest Conference javelin thrower for Clyde Hart, my brother John. I love you, John. Thanks for being here. My brother Neil needs no introduction to this crowd, but I will introduce him the way I did 3 weeks ago in Louisville, Kentucky, when we had dealers from all over the world for a sales meeting. He's a Baylor legend, he's my friend, he's my brother, and he's my hero. Neil and Sheila, thank you for being here tonight. This honor is not just about me. It can't be, because I am a we. I have 5 beautiful children and a beautiful wife. My son Ryan. Ryan, stand up. Where are you there, Ryan? There's Ryan. Ryan was an all-state quarterback, won 2 state championships in the 400 meters, played football and ran track here at Baylor, now lives and works in Waco. I love you, Ryan, and I'm proud of you. My daughter Lindsay. Lindsay, stand up. Lindsay graduated from Baylor University, now lives and works in Waco, and is currently applying to law school. Lindsay, you are truly incredible. I love you and I'm proud of you. My daughter Christy isn't here tonight. She graduated from the University of Arkansas and just moved to LA, but I do love her and I am very proud of her. My daughter Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you need to stand up. There you go, thank you. Elizabeth is a senior at Lorena High School. She's smart, talented, funny, and overall amazing. I love you, Elizabeth, and I'm proud of you. My daughter Jill. Jill is a sophomore at Vanguard High School. Stand up, Jill. Beautiful girl. Jill, you're something special, and God has great things in store for you, and I love you, and I'm proud of you. And my beautiful bride, Chris. Chris, it has never been about you. It has always been about us. I love you, and mostly I thank you for choosing me. You are a great wife and a super mom, and I agree with my mom. I am a lucky man to have found you. Charles Wiley is the president of Time Manufacturing, and he hired me 23 years ago. And he is my mentor, my ally, and my dear, dear friend. Charles and Janie, thank you for being here tonight. Charles and I have been lost in every major city in the United States and in Europe together. And what Charles will say, well, let's go this way. And if it doesn't work out, we'll turn around and we'll go that way. Charles, thank you for letting me to continue to turn around in my life. Lee and Susie Finley are my dear friends. Thank you for being here tonight. Lee, I value your counsel and your friendship.